Hola a todos. Buenas. I'm gonna try this game while we wait. What's your zodiac sign? That's easy. Soy Sagitario. I'm Sagittarius. Hello, hello. We're gonna be playing this game until everybody's here. Favorite thing about yourself? Ooh, favorite thing about myself. Probably the fact that I can do many things, or that I can learn how to do many things, and that I am always up for learning new things. I think I really like that about myself. Me gusta mucho aprender cosas y saber que tengo esa habilidad de aprender cosas nuevas. Me gusta mucho esa característica mía. Vamos a ver otra pregunta. Favorite music genre. Mi estilo de música favorito probablemente depende. It depends. Depende de mi estado de ánimo, depende del momento. Mi música favorita para escuchar en cualquier momento es el jazz. Me gusta mucho el jazz. I really love jazz music. And depends, if I want to be in the mood, then house music. Me gusta mucho la música house, la música electrónica. Y para, no lo sé, para relajarme, ¿no? To relax, música de piano. I really like piano music. Or acoustic, música acústica. Pero depende, it depends. Okay, last question, and then we can start with today's free Spanish class. Favorite type of food? Me gusta mucho la comida en general. I really love food in general, so choosing one specific type of food. Me gusta mucho la comida china. I have to be honest, I really like Chinese food. It tastes awesome. Everything I try tastes really good. Obviously, the European Chinese version. So the European version of Chinese food, I meant. Pero sí, me gusta mucho la comida asiática en general. También el sushi, los maki. Oh, me encantan los maki. Y las gyozas. Pero me gusta también mucho la comida española. Y sobre todo, above all, sobre todo, me gusta mucho la paella. Have you tried paella? ¿Has probado la paella española? Some people say that it was born in Valencia. Yeah, probably it was. But there's many versions of paella in the world. So let me see, how can I get rid of this to do this like this. Hola a todos, muy buenos días, buenas tardes. Es la 1 de la tarde. We're gonna start our free Spanish class today. Hola Caroline, hola Saskia, hola Espita, hola Leandro, hola Yera. Muchas personas que van entrando, many people who are joining. Today I want to do a shorter Spanish class because normally I realize that I start explaining and then I never finish. It's good because it's good content, and what I'm trying to do with these series of Instagram lives is to help you, but maybe doing them a bit shorter so we can do more sessions of more topics and yeah, faster. So, hoy vamos a aprender, today we're going to learn the correct use of lo. I've realized with my students in class all the time, they keep on making this mistake, this very common mistake. They don't know how to use lo correctly. So yeah, that can be a nightmare, un dolor de cabeza, a headache, y a nightmare, una pesadilla, una pesadilla. So today we're gonna learn how not to do this mistake. So I've prepared another presentation, uso correcto de el o lo. And we're gonna see why el. We're gonna start with el. So, usos de el. él es un pronombre, it's a pronoun. It's a personal pronoun, okay? Y, and we use it, and it's normally used as the subject of the phrase, okay? Commonly used as the subject of the phrase. I'm gonna simplify everything, so él can also not be the subject, but in this case, in what matters in this case, it's normally the subject. So the subject of the phrase, I know some of my students, they tell me, Laura, but I don't understand grammar. I never learned grammar at school. It's really hard for me to know what a subject is. So the subject is basically who does the action. Who does the action? And it normally, when we ask the verb, who does the action of the verb, the verb will respond he, she, or it. He, she, or it. And él, ella, o él o ella para animal o para cosa. It doesn't have translation in Spanish as a subject. We use the feminine and the masculine pronouns, él or ella, él masculine, ella feminine, for it. Or normally it's omitted. So it normally goes before the verb, and most of the times it is omitted. It means it doesn't appear in the sentence, meaning we write the sentence without the pronoun he, she, it in Spanish. Let me give you an example. Por ejemplo, it is big, okay? It is big. We don't say él, ella es grande. We say es grande, okay? Es grande. We don't say él, ella. We don't say it, which will be él or ella in Spanish. We don't write it. It's kind of like it's omitted. It's implied. We see it as something obvious, so that's why we don't add it. So basically, again, it normally goes before the verb or it's omitted. Okay, he, she, or it, they go before the verb or it's omitted. In the case of él, one good example is he is a good student. He is a good student. Él es un buen estudiante. Él es un buen estudiante. So in this case, he translates for él. In this case, it is the subject. Él is the subject. Okay? So let's see the uses of lo. Because many people get confused, and when they have to use it, they use él, or especially when they have to use él or ella, they use lo. Lo normally works as the direct object of the verb, and it answers to the question what. It normally refers to a physical object, but it can also be a person. So that's why it's confusing sometimes. That's why people get confused and think that when they use it in English, it may refer always to a person, and that's why they always say él or ella. But what's important also is that the direct object, the thing that answers to what, if we ask the verb, what it's involved in this action, it's something that it's already been mentioned before. So in the context of the conversation, it's something that we know. It's something we've already mentioned. Okay? So, for example, por ejemplo, I have that book. I have that book. So we mentioned the book. I have it. In English, we use it to substitute the book. In Español, we use yo, the pronoun, that can be omitted. That's why I put it into brackets. And then yo tengo ese libro. I have that book. Yo lo tengo. Lo tengo. Okay? I have it. Lo tengo. In this case, the subject of the sentence, it's not it. The subject of the sentence is I, yo. I am doing the action. The subject is whoever does the action. So in this case, yo it's in the form of the verb. We don't need the pronoun yo because tengo finishes in O, and O is the mark for I, myself. I do something. Yo lo tengo. We don't need to put yo, so we just say lo tengo. I have it. So it's lo. Let's see if this makes sense to you by practicing el or lo in these sentences. So I'm gonna need your help now. Hola, hola! To those who are joining, we are learning the correct uses of lo in Spanish, okay? Because it's something that it's very confusing. So, el or lo in está cansado. Está cansado, el or lo. What do you think? I want you to tell me. Tell me what you think. Comment leave a comment telling me if with está cansado is tired, we will use el or lo. Muy bien. No, Caroline, no. Muy bien, biblioteca. Él está cansado. Lo está cansado. It would not be correct. Muy bien, Kettlebell. Lo is not correct because lo is not the subject. Lo doesn't refer to the subject, doesn't do the action. Okay? So if we ask the verb está, okay, we're gonna ask who does the action? So the answer will be he, she, or it as a subject. Okay? And lo, it's never the subject, it's the direct object. Okay? It's the what. If we ask the verb, it's the what. If we ask what to the verb, there's not an object involved. Yeah, Biblioteca de Lucas, we can say él lo está if we omit, if we eliminate cansado. Yes, we can say él está cansado, punto, dot, new sentence, él lo está, because cansado is the what, is the thing in this case. Muy bien. Voy a comprar mañana. Voy a comprar mañana. ¿El o lo voy a comprar mañana? ¿Qué piensan? What do you think? ¿El o lo voy a comprar mañana? Tic tac, tic tac. ¿El o lo? I'm curious to see what you say, what you think it's the correct one in this case. Ok, Kettlebell, lo. Muy bien. Lo voy a comprar mañana. In this case, we need context, obviously. This is just an example. We need context. So, what am I going to buy tomorrow? Something that maybe I've mentioned in the previous sentence, no? In the context of a conversation, maybe I'm talking about bread. Necesitamos pan. We need bread. Ah, okay. Lo voy a comprar mañana. I'm going to buy it tomorrow. Lo, the bread. I buy. Voy a comprar mañana. Okay? Welcome to those who are joining now. We're doing, we're trying to practice the different use of el and lo in Spanish. And if you want to participate, just leave a comment. The next phrase, la próxima frase, la siguiente frase es no sé, no sé, I don't know, I don't know, no sé. Is it el or lo? No, el or lo sé. Lo, muy bien, Caroline, muy bien. No lo sé, I don't know it. I don't know it. Sé refers to me. I don't know. I am the one doing the action. And it refers to the thing, the answer to the question what? What is what I don't know, okay? So it substitutes the thing I don't know. no lo sé. Okay? So maybe I don't know a meaning. I don't know the meaning of a word. El significado de una palabra. So that represents the object, the thing I don't know. It's the object in the sentence. Okay? When I refer to object, doesn't necessarily have to be a physical thing. It's the object in the sentence, the direct object. Okay? But I know that some of you don't know much grammar, so I don't want you to get confused. So I'm trying to simplify everything so you can learn Spanish faster, easier, and maybe in a fun way. So if you're considered to maybe improve your Spanish, we're offering online lessons. These ones are for free, but if you would like to have fully private online lessons to improve your Spanish faster while having fun over this lockdown, just leave me a comment and we will send you all the information and we will arrange something for you to start learning Spanish and speaking Spanish for the next holidays. Maybe in Spain, Latin America, you choose. Next sentence. La próxima frase es ¿Quieres? Yo estoy llena. ¿Quieres? Yo estoy llena. So ¿quieres? Is like want, so you want. So it would be like you want. Yo estoy llena. I am, yo estoy. We saw ser and estar last week. So yo estoy llena. Llena means full. So in this case it means like I've eaten already, I am full. I cannot eat anymore. Muy bien, biblioteca. ¿Lo quieres? Do you want it? Muy bien, Kettlebell. Bravo. ¿Lo quieres? Do you want it? In this case, who is the subject? You. Do you want it? And it is the direct object, the thing that responds to, that answers the question, what? So in this case, maybe is un bocadillo. Un bocadillo, a sandwich. Un bocadillo. Bocadillo. Bo with B. And bocadillo, yo, double L. Okay? The ella. So, yo tengo este bocadillo. I have this sandwich. ¿Lo quieres? You want it. You want the bocadillo. ¿Lo quieres? Yo estoy llena. I am full. Next sentence. Siguiente frase. Tengo coche, pero no uso mucho. Tengo coche, pero no uso mucho. So, what do you think? ¿Qué piensan en esta frase? Yo tengo coche, pero no él o lo uso mucho. Él o lo. Tengo coche, pero no uso mucho. Él or lo. Think about what you have to ask to the verb first. You have to ask who. Who doesn't use the car much? Okay, so the verb would say you. Like I, no? I don't use the car much. So uso, it's in O, and O is the mark for I, the ending for I, for yo. So yo no uso mucho el coche. What do we have to put here then? Hola Luca, we have to substitute coche, which is the direct object. I have a car, I have it. It works as the direct object, as the answer to the question what? What do I own? What do I have? And in this sentence, pero no, lo, muy bien, Proferandi, muy bien, Biastmens, muy bien, Kettlebell. Genial, chicos, you're doing awesome today. Pero no lo uso mucho. No lo uso mucho. En lo, it's obviously the car. Tengo coche, pero no lo uso mucho. Siguiente frase. Me gusta mucho, es nuevo. Me gusta mucho, es nuevo. Él o lo. Él o lo me gusta mucho, es nuevo. Me gusta mucho, I like it a lot. Es nuevo, is new, or it's new. this one, I don't want to give many clues because it's easy, I find. Es un poco fácil. El o lo me gusta mucho. Remember to ask the right question. You have to ask the verb, who does the action. And with gustar, it's a bit tricky. That's why I chose this verb here. Because gustar, if you remember, you don't conjugate the verb with the person doing the action, but with the object liked. Aha, I tricked you. Sorry, lo siento. So with gustar it works a bit different. So obviously gustar, it's going to be conjugated in third person. Okay? Me gusta. It's not me gusto. What happens if I say me gusto? What does it mean? Do you know what me gusto means? Me gusto. It means I like myself. Obviously, we all have to like ourselves, but you have to also be modest. But it's important to have self-esteem and to believe in yourself and to look in the mirror and be like, me gusto. In this case, me gusta mucho es nuevo. We may be talking about something, maybe an object, okay? Because we're practicing the difference between it as a subject and it as the direct object in English, okay? So it can be the subject, like it is beautiful, or I like it, and it becomes the direct object. So the translation will be different. Es bonito, it is beautiful. Me gusta mucho, eso. In this case it doesn't work because gustar is a bit different, I told you. So in this case is eso. We substitute it for eso. We don't substitute it for lo with verbs like gustar. I'm sorry, I use this verb specifically to trick you a bit and to show you that with some verbs, the verbs that work like gustar, the verbs that conjugate with the object liked and not with the person doing the action, then we don't translate it for lo, okay? So in this case, it would be él me gusta mucho, él, or it could also be ella, because in this case we don't have information to know if it's feminine or masculine. But normally when we're talking about objects, we don't use the pronoun, so that's why it's in two brackets. It's omitted. We don't say él or ella me gusta mucho. In English, you guys, if you speak English, you do use it. I like it a lot. But in Spanish and Espanol, no. We don't use the subject in these sentences. In general, we don't use the pronoun that represents the subject when speaking. And you know why? Do you know why we don't use the pronoun when we make sentences in Spanish with a conjugated verb? Yeah, kettlebell is nuevo, so it's a thing. It refers to a thing. In this context, yes. Because I wanted to make the difference between it as a subject and it as a direct object. So it is a thing, it's an it. But answer the question, please. I'm curious to see if you know the difference, why in English you always use the pronoun before the verb, the subject, the pronoun that represents the subject, and why in Spanish we don't do it when we have a conjugated verb. Why don't we do it? We only do it to emphasize or sometimes to clarify, but normally we don't. But why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué en español no usamos el pronombre sujeto antes del verbo? ¿Por qué? Do you know? Maybe it's a hard question for you guys today. So I'm going to tell you, okay? Because every single verb is conjugated in every single person, meaning we have an ending for every single person. So therefore we know who is doing the action, because the ending is different for every person, so we don't need to put the pronoun. when we do use it is to emphasize, okay? So if I want to say I don't want it and I want to emphasize the I don't really want it, then I say yo no lo quiero. Yo no lo quiero. I don't want it. Okay, so then we use the yo. But normally we don't. We say, ah, no lo quiero, gracias. Okay, so normally only to emphasize, to put more stress on the action. And also to clarify, but to clarify, it only normally happens when there's feminine or masculine or singular or plural, okay? So, but that may be in another video. Let's continue to finish with the uses of lo en español. So lo or el. Let's do these last two sentences. Últimas dos frases. Let's see if you do it right. Ella no sabe todavía. Ella no sabe todavía. So, él or lo. Ella no, él or lo sabe todavía. Ella no, él or lo sabe todavía. For those who are joining now, we're doing the different uses of lo in Spanish and how to translate it, the pronoun it, correctly in Spanish. So, ella no lo, muy bien. Everybody's doing it, it's answering correctly. Ella no lo sabe todavía. Ella no lo, she doesn't it know, we say in Spanish. First the pronoun and then the verb. Ella no lo sabe todavía. This happens when we have only one conjugated verb in the sentence, okay? Ella no lo sabe todavía. Y última frase. Okay, let's see how you do. Brackets, okay? So this is already a clue. Cambia de color solo. Something. Cambia de color solo. Changes color by itself. And it is an it. It's a thing. It's in English it would be it changes colors by itself. So maybe, I don't know, a cell phone or some lights that you hang or a machine or something that changes colors by itself. Or if we were talking about an animal, it would be a chameleon. Chameleon. So in this case, we could substitute it for el or lo. Okay, so Biblioteca is suggesting two new things. Thank you, Biblioteca. Esto or eso. That is also possible. We were doing the different uses between el and lo, but you can also say this, esto, or that, eso. Or you could also say este, which is the masculine version of this, okay? So, esto cambia de color solo, this changes colors by itself, or eso, that one over there, eso cambia de color solo. Muy bien, él, everybody's answering correctly, muy bien. Él cambia de color solo. And what I mentioned before, in Spanish, when we are referring to an object, normally we don't use the pronoun él. It's omitted. That's why I put it into brackets. Okay? So, yeah, this has been everything for today. I hope you found it useful. If you want to know more tips on Spanish language, we're gonna be doing this series of Instagram lives every Wednesday at 1 Canarian time or London time. We share the same time zone. And yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you. Muchas gracias a ti. Muchas gracias a ustedes. I will see you again next Wednesday if you would like to join. If not, you would also have access to these videos on my YouTube channel, La Casita de Laura LPA, Learn Spanish. And again, if you would like to learn Spanish with me or with anybody from my team, with Niti and Dina, We are now having some openings due to the coronavirus. Definitely we'll be having more availability as less people are coming to the island to learn. We're now opening for online lessons and we have some availability. So if you would like to arrange some lessons or a program to improve your Spanish, we are here to help you. And in the meantime, I'll see you every Wednesday during the lockdown. And that's it. Stay safe, stay strong, stay at home. Hasta pronto, besitos.